A sheep without a shepherd is an animal in trouble. Sheep have few defenses. They are not exceptionally fast. They cannot easily scout for food or water. For many reasons, the Bible compares God's people to sheep. Being weak, we can only flourish when cared for. And that's the point of Psalm 23. Before becoming king of Israel, David, the author of Psalm 23, kept his father's flocks. And so he knew the dangers his sheep faced and the importance of a good shepherd. When a lion or a bear took a lamb from the flock, David says that he went after him and struck him and delivered it out of his mouth, 1 Samuel 17. Only one who loved his sheep would do that. Someone tending sheep only for the reward of a wage would never risk his own life for them. God is the good shepherd. David knows from experience that God provides everything his sheep could need for body and soul. David sums up his situation like this: I shall not want with God as my shepherd. God cares for his own, especially when it matters most, when they walk through the valley of the shadow of death, as verse 4 says. In that valley, the threat is real, but the peace of God's sheep is complete. By his rod and staff, God leads beloved sheep and ensures that no ravenous wolf will snatch them from his care. In the Psalm's second half, David's shepherding metaphor gives way to a banquet scene in verses 5 and 6. The king is now feasting in the presence of his enemies. Not only has the Lord protected him from evil, he's made him victorious over it. David was convinced that the Lord would keep his covenant promises to him and extend his divine goodness and mercy forever. Psalm 23 provides an obvious bridge to Jesus, the Good Shepherd, as he calls himself in John 10, verse 11. David's poem reminds us that poor human leaders often left God's people as sheep that have no shepherd, as Numbers 27:17 puts it. And that's just how Jesus saw the crowds that flocked to him, as he says in Matthew 9, verse 36. They were harassed, and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Those who follow him, though, need not fear, even though they're sheep among wolves. Self-sufficiency is not the answer to flourishing. We need a shepherd who can keep us from all want. So this is the most comforting truth that you can ever learn to believe. The Lord is my shepherd. Psalm 23, a psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.